It's actually Xander Patterson out on the mats for Ashland at 113 pounds. He was listed at 106 pounds, but he'll move up to 113 pounds to wrestle Carson Brown, who gets the pin for the Eagles. Eagles now go up 12-0, an encouraging start. Don, how do you feel about it?
Yeah, certainly an encouraging start. And St. Ed's is starting off like they did against St. Ignatius, 2 first-period pins. And here we go into the 120-pound match.
That one in 48 seconds for the Eagles. And now out on the mats, you will see Adam Butler, wrestled at 106 pounds last season, a state runner-up. And when you talk about a good wrestler for this Eagles team, you got to talk about Adam Butler.
Yeah, without a doubt. He had a great year last year. He's had a very solid year this year, so he's getting after it. So this will be some interesting wrestling against Ashland here.
Earlier this season took 7th place at the Powerade tournament in Pennsylvania. That a national tournament, a very encouraging sign for Butler. Now these wrestlers work at distance, still 0-0, 30 seconds into this first period. Butler likes to work at a high pace, and he takes almost no time getting into these matches. He'll get a pin as quick as he can get it. He's not going to waste any time trying to feel the other wrestler out. And they'll work off the mat, reset back into the center. Stall warning on the Ashland wrestler. And it's Corbin Jones, the senior here for Ashland at 120 pounds. Butler now trying to spin around to the back. Working that front headlock, trying to secure this takedown. Not quite yet. And now Butler will work out the back door and secure the takedown there. And now looking for back points is Adam Butler. He's close on that fall. Adam Butler trying to secure that arm.
Needs to readjust a little bit. He's a little bit high there, but he's getting his back points. Still trying to get that half in. Yeah, he's got some good adjustments there, and he's now securing his half, getting it a lot tighter.
Butler now trying to control this position. Working for the fall is Adam Butler. He's very close. The ref taking a close look at it. And time will run out here on the first period. Adam Butler, 5-0.
And although not able to secure the fall there, a lot of hard work by Jones to not give up the fall. So that takes something out of him.
And a very encouraging sign for Adam Butler to be in that position where you're so close to that fall, not quite able to secure it, but we'll see if he can do so here in the second period, as Adam Butler just had a monster of a reversal and now working for these back points.
Yeah, that was a very nice reversal. Jones went in, got an inside cradle, then tried to throw the legs in. Butler was able to throw him to the mat and step over, and immediately went into a bar, and now is into a half Nelson here.
Butler working that spiral ride. 30 seconds into this second period. Adam Butler up 7-0. Now he's trying to work that bar across. Adam Butler wrestling very well so far. Included in the Cleveland All-Star Wrestling Team list last season. Butler, a highly touted wrestler. We'll see if he can try to secure a fall here in this match against Corbin Jones of Ashland. And now Jones finding himself on top. Don, could you walk us through that position and what Butler did wrong in that spot?
So Butler hasn't quite given up the reversal yet, but he certainly got himself in a difficult situation. But put the bar in, ran the bar, but did not secure the far side. And at the point where Corbin Jones thought he was going to start giving up back points, he rolled through quickly and got himself in a position where almost got the reversal on Adam, but ended up being a stalemate. So when Adam runs that bar, he's got to secure that far side to get some back points.
So Adam Butler trying to ride out the remainder of this period. 15 seconds left, and Jones now trying to turn this into a reversal here.
Yeah, he's got inside cradle now on Adam Butler, and they've got the reversal.
Got the reversal, trying to get back points, but Butler is going to be able to belly out for the remainder of the period. 7-2, Adam Butler remains in control, but you saw a couple slips late in that period from Butler.
Yeah, Butler put the half Nelson in. Jones did a roll through, was able to come out on top and threw the inside cradle in right away. Was not able to get back points, but certainly had Adam in a tough position.
And Jones has done a pretty good job defensively, working those defensive positions into offense. We'll see if Butler can work out a bottom position here to begin the third period.
Yeah, Jones went out front, tried to do an inside cradle there. Butler was able to go into a single leg, but he might be in a tough position here. Jones tried to take him to his back, but looks like he might give up a reversal now, and he does.
Butler just doing a great job rolling through those positions, and now Jones might find himself on top. We've got some good action here at 120 pounds between Adam Butler and Corbin Jones. A minute 10 remains here in the third period.
Yeah, I thought the referee had signaled a reversal, but he did not. So Corbin Jones maintained control, though Adam Butler had been on top there.
And so score remains here at 7-2, and we will get the stalemate. No, my bad, I heard a whistle from Mat 2. We will continue wrestling on here. Corbin Jones on top. 40 seconds remain here in the third period.
Yeah, Corbin was working really hard for that inside cradle, but unfortunately was not able to secure it.
And we will get the escape point here for Adam Butler. He'll go up now 8-2. 30 seconds remain here in this match. And early it kind of seemed like Butler was going to just kind of run through Jones and have a very positive match and possibly work it into a pin. But since then, Jones has proven very tough defensively.
Some good defensive moves by Jones, and looks like he likes to use that inside cradle and has worked it into a position to lock it up a couple times, but unable to score any points off of that.
And you saw Jones trying to go behind with that trip late, just try to get something going, but nonetheless, it will be a win here for Adam Butler. 8-2. He'll put the Eagles up 15-0 over Ashland. And now we head to 126 pounds. It'll be Kamari Mans here for the Eagles. And you will see Roman Perelbeck for Ashland. Mans earlier against the Wildcats able to get a pin, and we'll see if he can do the same here against Ashland. Already in on a takedown is Mans.
Yeah, nice single leg shot into a double and scores the points early on.
And just 10 seconds in the match, Mans on top, trying to drag Perelbeck back down to the mat. He does so. 20 seconds into the match, Mans on top.
132 was a double forfeit on mat number 2.
And that mat return from Mans. And seemingly undersized here at 126 pounds.
Yeah.
Generally wrestles 113, but not a problem for him thus far.
Yeah, excellent technique. Great single leg shots so far. Doing a great job scoring offensively.
And certainly appears to weigh less than the other wrestler, but certainly no problem strength-wise as he's gone with those double legs and the big mat returns. And so Mans on top here, 4-1. A minute remains in the first period.
And doing a good job riding on top.
And it is with absolute pleasure that I'm able to bring you this match. I'm Cody Wagner here alongside Don Murphy from the Eagles Nest as Mans works on top here. 40 seconds remain in the first period. And now the Ashland wrestler trying to work back to the feet. Mans looking for that mat return, now drags him back down. doing a great job technically, able to get him back down to the mat.
Still trying to work that tilt, but having a hard time rolling through there. About 20 seconds to go in this first period.
And Parabek will get hit with the stall warning on bottom, and so seemingly will motivate him to try to work more and potentially opening up some more offensive opportunities for Mans. And that will be it for your first period of action. Kamari Mans 4, Roman Parabek 1. And it will be Mans on bottom here to begin the second period. And a caution on Parabek of Ashland. And you'll see on mat 2 right now, Ignatius has left today, so it will be Finley and the St. Edward Green team wrestling in an exhibition over on mat 2. So we will continue on here over on mat 1 as Kamari Mans gets that escape to begin the period and already working in on this takedown.
Yeah, Kamari did a great job. Got the escape right away, went to the head, pulled him down to the mat. Now he's trying to go around with that front headlock. Although Parabek's doing a great job countering that.
And Mans now gets around to the back. He's going to have to drag him down to the mat to get the takedown. He does so, and now Mans up 7-1 here against Parabek, 30 seconds into the second period. Now he's looked like he was trying to go to that bar for a moment. He lets that go. And now going to that tilt. Don, you had mentioned earlier he hadn't really been able to get it. He gets it there.
Yeah, he had probably tried that four times in the last period, was unable to get that. So finally wore the wrestler down and was able to score 2 back points on that, I believe.
And you mentioned this earlier in the match against Ignatius. Once you wear down these wrestlers, it starts, these moves, these offensive moves start coming easier and easier for these Eagles wrestlers.
Yes, they do, and he scored 3 back points there. So now he's got a 12-point lead, 13-1. Another tilt might end this match, although
30 seconds left to go here in the second period. Mans now remains on top, doing a great job dragging Parabek back down to the mat, not allowing him to escape this position. And Mans will try to ride out this period. 5 seconds left. They'll reset back into the center. Mans now working towards a technical fall, up 13-1. If he gets another one of those turns of the 3-point variety, then he'll win by technical fall. And now we'll head into the third period. It will be the choice of the Ashland wrestler, and he will choose neutral. And Mans already in on a takedown. Man, he has been aggressive thus far. And he secures that position, up 15-1.
So is Kamari going to work the tilt again, or will he release Parabek and get one more takedown? Nope, looks like the tilt.
He's trying to go to that tilt, which worked so well in that second period, and he's got it here. And that'll be enough to secure the match as Kamari Mans gets the technical fall for the Eagles. Eagles now will go up 20-0 here. And now we'll head on to 132 pounds. It will be, I believe, Joe Sandifer for the Eagles.
At 132, Milan Parabek, Ashland, Joe Sandifer, Sandifer.
And it will be Joe Sandifer for the Eagles and Milan Parabek, brother of Roman Parabek, here for Ashland. And here we go. Joe Sandifer coming away with a win here earlier against the Wildcats, was able to come away with a fall in that match.
So we have
Go ahead.
I was going to say Milan, the senior, is ranked 18th in the state, taking on the I'm sorry, is this 126?
This is 132.
Yeah, taking on Sandifer.
Sandifer generally wrestling 126 pounds for the Eagles, up at 132 for the Eagles today.
Yeah. And Sandifer is ranked number 3 at 126.
And the absence of Cade Brown today of note, as Sandifer seemingly up at 132 pounds because of Brown not being in the lineup today, as Sandifer already up 2-1 here, 50 seconds into the first period. Trying to raise that single leg, kick out the back leg is Sandifer. Now he secures the takedown, goes up 4-1. And the wrestlers will work off the mat. We'll reset back into the center here. 50 seconds left to work in the first period. And this will be an interesting match with Parabeck, one of the better wrestlers for this Ashland team. But don't sleep on Joe Sandifer. Beat a state qualifier from Maslin Perry earlier this season. That was a big match. I called it alongside you, and it was huge for the Eagles in winning that Maslin Perry match. Joe Sandifer, a very solid wrestler.
Yeah, he's going to, I think, have a great tournament series at the end, and needs to for the Eagles to repeat as individual state champion.
And you mentioned there's 2 different state tournaments here. They've got the dual format and then that individual format. The duals this weekend, this is the district competition. Then next weekend, I will be here alongside Don Murphy to bring you that state competition. And so the Eagles, if they're able to come away with victory, which they seemingly will be able to do, they'll move on to that state competition next weekend.
Yeah, and if you're a wrestling fan, Cody, this is certainly a great time of the year because you're getting into the dual meet state tournament, first the district, and then the state tournament next week. Then there's a week off, and then you get into the individual championships. You start with the sectional, followed by the district, and then the state tournament. So really exciting 6 weeks of wrestling coming up.
Now we're here in the second period. Joe Sandifer up 6-2 here 10 seconds into the second period. Sandifer now working that crossface. Now potentially trying to work on a cradle there is Joe Sandifer.
Yeah, it looks, he may have got that locked up. It's hard to see from our angle, but I think from the way he's moving, no, did not get that locked up and lost the crossface altogether.
And now Sandifer will just allow Parabeck back up to the feet. 6-3, Sandifer up a minute into this second period. And Sandifer now working on that single leg, and Parabeck rolling through, doing a good job defensively thus far on the single leg attempt from Sandifer. Sandifer now trying to work up to the body. He's got a hold of the single leg.
Needs to pull him back on the mat, try to finish in the middle of the mat. Oh, does a nice job, drops down to the ankles.
And he's running out of space, but he gets the takedown right on the edge of the mat. Joe Sandifer now up 8-3, working towards a major decision is Sandifer.
Yeah, you would think he'd try to pull him back on the edge of the mat, have more room to finish his takedown, but dropped right down to the far ankle, was able to take him down to the mat and score the takedown.
And certainly risky when you're over losing real estate on the edge of the mat, but Sandifer able to secure that back ankle just in time before Parabeck worked off the mat. And so Sandifer on top here, 8-3. 15 seconds remain in the second period. And some excitement in the crowd for that Eagles match over on mat number 2. We're bringing you this action from mat 1, Joe Sandifer against Milan Parabeck of Ashland. And Sandifer will ride out the period up 8-3. Now Sandifer will be on bottom to begin the period. An escape and a takedown for Sandifer secures the major decision here, up 8-3. 10 seconds into this third period of action. And Parabek was getting a little high on the back of Sandifer, and Sandifer now will be able to turn into him and get the reversal. So Sandifer now on top, 10-3, still 1 point away from this major decision, looking for back points to Sandifer, and he's going to start getting the count, and he'll be awarded 3 back points. Referee still not awarded the back points yet. Sandifer holding on to this crossface.
Yeah, he's not going to award it until the Findlay wrestler, the Ashland wrestler was able to secure and free his bottom leg up. So as soon as that happened, the back points get awarded.
And now Sandifer up 13-3, has the major decision for the moment. We'll see if he tries to extend this lead. A minute remains here in the third period. Sandifer has looked great on top early in this match and has continued that into the third period. Sandifer now continuing to ride here on top. 30 seconds remain here in the third period. Eagles up 20-0 here against Ashland. It's been a dominant performance thus far. We're here at 132 pounds. Joe Sandifer, as we mentioned, moving up from where he generally wrestles at 126 pounds to take this match at 132 here today. And now he's looking for that power half. And that will be it for this match. Sandifer will secure the 2 near fall points at the end of the match, but nonetheless, Sandifer will come away with the major decision. The Eagles now go up 24-0, and now we'll move on to
At 138 on that one, Tyler Dodson of Ashland.
Ryan Bennett here at 138 pounds here for the Eagles. The Illinois commit was a state champion in his freshman year. We'll see if he can repeat that result here in his junior campaign. Already trying to secure the takedown is Bennett. He's got that cradle locked up immediately to the back, and Ryan Bennett gets the pin in 19 seconds. Ryan Bennett getting it done for the Eagles, and Eagles now go up 30-0. Yeah, that was a quick match there.
He went for that inside cradle and was able to secure that and take him right to his back. Got the takedown and fall at the same time.
Now we'll go up to 144 pounds. It'll be Lucan O'Brien for the Eagles and Nick Manges for Ashland. O'Brien already shooting in on that single leg, and he's able to get the takedown there on the edge of the mat. O'Brien up 2-0 here early, 10 seconds into the first period. O'Brien on top here, 30 seconds into the first period. Trying to remain heavy in this position. And it looks like he's going to allow Manges back to the feet. No, he continues on top and works from that front headlock position and now works back around to the back. It seemed as though O'Brien was going to let him back to the feet, but potentially trying to get a better position on top as he continues to work on top and did not allow Manges to get back up to the feet. And now O'Brien trying to work this tilt. And Manges doing a good job of fighting that off. I don't think he quite got the 5 count for 3 points. He will just be awarded the 2 points as O'Brien continues on top here, up 4-0. 45 seconds remain in the first period. O'Brien once again going back to that tilt. Manges doing a good job of fighting off that position. And O'Brien will now be rewarded the 3 near fall points, up 7-0. 30 seconds in the first period. Left in the first period. as O'Brien remains on top here. O'Brien doing a great job with the tilt thus far. Now, maybe looking for a bar on that right arm was O'Brien. Lucan O'Brien has done a phenomenal job thus far in this match. And that'll be it here for the first period. Lucan O'Brien up by a score of 7-0.
Yeah, Lucan very aggressive in that first period. Got the takedown right away and went with tilts.
O'Brien ranked 5th in the state at 144 pounds as he gets takedown there, up 9-0, 10 seconds into the second period. And O'Brien doing a good job on top here. He's going to continue to work towards this technical fall as he's up 9-0 here. A minute and a half still left to go in the second period. And he'll allow Manges back up to the feet, and they'll work from distance here, 9-1. Minute 15 left to go in the second period. And O'Brien now able to secure another takedown, and acting like he was going to let Manges up, now does. It's 11-2, O'Brien. And O'Brien once again has gotten these takedowns when he's wanted to thus far in this period. And up 13-2 here, 45 seconds remain in the second period.
Yeah, it certainly looks like Lucan is going to go on his feet, score the points. He worked very hard on getting some turns, and Manges was able to fight off those turns. So Lucan with 3 straight takedowns here to increase the lead to 15-3.
And when he's wanted to, O'Brien has easily been able to get these takedowns, and he'll go to the feet once again here. And now trying to get the near fall points was O'Brien, but they'll work off the edge of the mat. He will get the takedown awarded there on the edge of the mat, and it will be 17-4 O'Brien. We've got 13 seconds, and they'll also award 2 back points as well to O'Brien, and that'll be the match. Lucan O'Brien, technical fall, 19-4. The Eagles faithful giving him a round of applause for that performance.
3 minutes and 47 seconds into the match, he scores that technical fall with the takedown and near fall right on the edge of the mat.
And now we'll move to 150 pounds. One of the most impressive athletes I've ever seen at St. Ed's, Bradley Eaton. This year playing for the football team his freshman season, one of the star players on that soccer team, and also a star here out on the mats.
Yeah, and not to mention a great 800-meter runner on the track team.
Eaton took 5th place in the state last season. He's now trying to look for this single leg, and he secures it. Eaton already up 4-1 here in this match. And he has just been a berserker here early in this match. Eagles up 35-0. Eaton now 4-2, looking for another takedown. He's been allowing Noah Fent of Ashland back to the feet, but Eaton has been able to get these takedowns early and often. As he's in on another one there, Eaton up 6-2. 45 seconds into this first period, Eaton on top. We'll see if he allows Fent back to the feet as he has early, or if he tries to work for a fall here. Fent has done well thus far on bottom, not allowing Eaton to work for these turns. Is Eaton now trying to isolate that right arm of Fent. And Eaton will allow Fent back up. It'll be 6-3 Eaton. And now Eaton trying to get another takedown.
About 30 seconds to go in this first period here. And
Eaton trying to work on the wrists of Fent. Eaton now tripping out the leg of Fent and able to secure the takedown late in the period. Eaton up 8-3, 15 seconds remain.
You know, Cody, I think Eaton actually stepped on Fent's toe, and Fent couldn't move it. He kind of went down when Eaton dropped in on the leg.
And Eaton now will go up 8-3 into this second period. And Eaton will be on bottom here to begin the second period. What a match it's been from Bradley Eaton thus far. And Eaton quickly working back up to the feet. Fent trying to get this mat return. Eaton now trying to get this quick escape, and he might turn it into reversal and back points. And he will. Bradley Eaton getting close on this fall, and Eaton gets it for the Eagles. Eagles now go up by a score of 41-0, and it's been domination here early by this Eagles squad. And we'll see if this continues at 157 pounds. It'll be Aiden Peterson for the Eagles and Hayden DiPuccio for Ashland. Peterson for the Eagles, a player on that freshman football team. It's his first year competing here for the Eagles, as he is a freshman and is ranked already 14th in the state at 157 pounds. And little kid getting out there on the mat close to the wrestlers, and they'll take him off the mat and reset the wrestlers back into the center.
Start him young.
He just wants to be out on the mats.
Wrong weight class, though.
And we'll continue on here at 157 pounds. Aiden Peterson trying to get this takedown, and he does so. That's the first takedown of the match. Aiden Peterson up 2-0, 30 seconds into the first period. Peterson, as you mentioned earlier in his match against the Wildcats, likes to work that spiral ride. We'll see if he goes to that here against DiPuccio. Peterson continuing to work on top here, a minute into the first period. And he's working that bar in. And now the tilt from Peterson. And now it will still be Peterson in control, and an escape point awarded for DiPuccio. DiPuccio close to securing that reversal as Peterson just got bucked off the top of DiPuccio and will be back in neutral position. Peterson up 4-1.
Yeah, he was able to secure the back points and then lost on an escape, but might be able to get a takedown here. He's got to bring DiPuccio down to the mat for that. Yep,
and he does so. That. Peterson now up 6-1. 30 seconds remain here in the first period.
He's got that bar in. Got the far side secure.
Peterson now able to run that across. And he will just be awarded the 2 back points for the moment.
Yeah, he's doing a nice job, though, pulling him back. I think he's going to get a 5 count here.
And he gets the 5 count. We'll see if he can get the fall. And that will be the end of the first period. Peterson now up 9-1 with those 3 near fall points at the end of the period. And we'll go into neutral position here. Peterson 9, DiPuccio 1, as Peterson already in on this takedown. Less than 10 seconds into the second period. Peterson has been dominant on top. DiPuccio only getting 1 escape point thus far.
Peterson's got that bar in and runs it, unfortunately, off the mat, but got that working again.
And he was going to get close to securing that fall right there on the edge of the mat, but obviously the wrestlers work off out of bounds and they'll go back into the center. 11-1 Peterson. We're 40 seconds here into the second period. Aiden Peterson continues on top. And boy, has this Eagles wrestling squad looked dominant as they continue with Aiden Peterson at 157 pounds.
He's working that bar again. It looks like he's got back points. Oh, and he
And
pens.
he gets the fall. Aiden Peterson from the Eagles' nest, putting the Eagles up 47-0. What a match there from Aiden Peterson, able to secure the fall and put the Eagles up 47-0. And now we'll move on to 165 pounds. It'll be Ty Miller for the Eagles.
At 165, John Metzger of Ashland to face Ty Miller of St. Edward. Metzger and Miller, 165.
And at this point, Ashland mathematically eliminated from winning this, and so these matches will just be for morale for both squads, as the Eagles now have punched their ticket into that state competition next weekend. It'll be Ty Miller here at 165 pounds for the Eagles. Got a fall earlier against the Wildcats and already in on a takedown here against Metzger of Ashland.
And John Metzger is ranked number 12 at 157 pounds. He weighed in at 165, had a technical fall in the first match against Finlay. So it'd be interesting to see how Ty does against this ranked wrestler. But Ty right away went in there, got the takedown, hit a cradle, broke that move. Looking very good right now.
And Ty Miller very heavy on top early in this match, 45 seconds in. Miller has appeared very good against this highly ranked wrestler from Ashland. Metzger now will try to work back to the feet. Miller doing a good job of breaking him down. Ty Miller last season, a state qualifier, but that really doesn't tell the whole story. He had to wrestle a whole slew of tough wrestlers in that state competition last season.
Yeah, Ty lost in the quarterfinal to the eventual state champion, and then in the wrestlebacks had the wrestler who eventually placed third. So it's about as bad a draw as you can have in the state tournament.
And so Ty Miller continues on top here, up 2-0. 30 seconds remain here in the first period. It's been all Ty Miller early. As he now tries to work Metzger to the back, but Metzger doing a good job, able to belly out. But Metzger really hasn't had much to offer defensively, just Miller able to break him down.
Yeah, he's got that bar in. I'm not sure he's going to be able to run it here with about 10 seconds to go, but been dominant on top.
And Miller applying heavy pressure here early against Metzger of Ashland. And that'll be it for the first period. Miller 2, Metzger 0. We'll head into the second period now. It'll be Miller on bottom here to begin the second period. And Miller quickly builds back to the feet and gets the escape point. Miller 3, Metzger 0 from the Eagles' nest. 10 seconds into the second period. And heavy on the head is Miller as he now tries to go in on that double leg takedown. Now working around to the back is Ty Miller, and he secures the takedown, up 5-0 here. A minute 30 remains in the second period.
And so in the earlier match, Metzger wrestled Sertel from Finlay, who and technical falled him in the third period. Sertel was the 16th ranked wrestler at 165. So Metzger, he's no slouch, and Ty Miller is getting after him. Boom, snap down, go around, kick him out.
Miller 7-2 here against Metzger, the ranked wrestler from Ashland. A minute left here in the second period, and you mentioned that Ty Miller just been dominant early. We'll see if that continues here about halfway through the match. And Ty Miller now working from distance as he's been able to secure these takedowns early against Metzger. That's where he's been getting the work done. And once again, trying to secure that position. Metzger doing a good job thus far. Ty Miller now able to spin around to the back and get the takedown up 9-2. 15 seconds remain in the second period.
Well, if you're a wrestling fan, you would have really appreciated the way Ty Miller attacked Metzger there, pulling him down, trying to go around one side, couldn't get around, went around the other way, just continue attacking while Metzger was down on his knees, and eventually going around for the takedown.
And now Ty Miller in a position where he can try to secure a major decision against Metzger, up 9-2 as we head into the third period, and we'll begin here in neutral position.
So Metzger made the choice to go on his feet.
And seemingly had trouble with that pressure from Miller on top in that first period, and so we'll start this third period on the feet. Ty Miller up 9-2, 20 seconds into the third period. Miller already in on that single leg. Hips of Metzger higher for the moment, and now the wrestlers will be forced to reset back into the center of the mat. Miller 9, Metzger 2. 30 seconds into the third period. And Miller just appears so strong for 165 pounds as now Metzger tries in on this single leg. Miller trying now to reverse the position and secure a takedown of his own. And we might get a stalemate call from this position.
Yeah, he needs to stay locked up in the crouch. He did that, got a stalemate. I liked what I saw out of Ty this period, where he's been attack. Let Metzger in on the leg there, but he's been attacking very well.
And now we continue on here. A minute remains here in the third period. Miller up 9-2. And now Miller shooting in on this single leg.
Oh, wow.
And he secures the takedown. Ty Miller now in position for a major decision, up 11-2, 30 seconds remain.
Yeah, got in on that single leg and then just powered Metzger over for the score.
And Miller continues to work on top here. Maybe trying to work that bar on the left side. Five seconds remain here in the match. And Ty Miller will come away with the major decision in a big match and great performance from Ty Miller. Taking the match 11-2. And I'm sure his dad will like that one, as does head coach John Heffernan. And now we'll head on to 175 pounds, where you'll see twin Jarrell Miller.
Yeah, very strong performance by Ty. I mean, he went out and got after it from the beginning. Very aggressive. He looked great.
And this will be against Connor Crunkleton of Ashland. Earlier today, you saw Jarrell up at 190 pounds. Bobby Hopkins stepped in and took the forfeit in that match against the Wildcats. And now it will be Jarrell Miller here at 175 pounds against Ashland, already in on a takedown, 20 seconds into the match.
Yeah, a little snap down, same snap down, virtually the same snap down Ty used on his opponent.
And it's always fun watching these two back-to-back because they have such a similar style, use even some of the same moves sometimes. And Miller going for that throw and trying to secure the fall is Jarrell Miller. And Don, I think that's the first time I've seen from either of those twins that throw, and he works that now, trying to work for that fall, and he gets it. Jarrell Miller doing a great job with that, able to secure the fall and the win for the Eagles.
Yeah, had that double underhook and was in the possession to go ahead and make that throw, and nice move by Jarrell there. Nice move.
And now the Eagles will go up 57-0 here as we move on to 190 pounds. And it will be Johnny Slaper here for the Eagles. Last match, wrestled it up at 215 pounds. Obviously weighed in at 190 pounds today, as that's where he'll wrestle now for the Eagles. And it will be against Cooper Smith of Ashland. And Slaper, also a football player here for the Eagles, took 5th place in the state tournament last season. He'll look for similar results here in this 2022-23 season, as he's already in on a takedown, secures that double leg. Slaper up 2-0 early, 30 seconds into the first period. And Slaper now trying to secure the fall, and he does so. Johnny Slaper gets it done in 46 seconds for the Eagles. And the Eagles now go up 63-0 here from the Eagles Nest. I'm Cody Wagner, been bringing you this action all day alongside Don Murphy. And this is where the forfeit will come from the Eagles at 215 pounds.
At 215, Caden Spots of Ashland.
As Caden Spots will get his hand raised here for Ashland, and that'll be their first win against the Eagles on that forfeit. Eagles up 63-6 now as we go on to heavyweight. And boy, was this a fun match to watch between Ashland and Findlay earlier today. Ashland came away with that win over Findlay 37-35. And it was all due to the big guy for Ashland, Hayden Hensel.
Yeah, and after watching that match, Cody, Gregory's going to have to be a little careful when he's on top, because Hensel has some nice rolls, and he was able to secure at least 6 of his points from rolls, maybe 8 points. I know he got 2 reversals. Can't remember if he got back points both times, but I know one time he did.
And he continued to go back to that position on bottom, and so we'll see if he tries to hit that roll, if he does find himself in bottom position against Gregory, and he does there. Nate Gregory up 2-0, 40 seconds into the first period.
Yeah, so Gregory wasn't reaching around that waist, which would be the setup for Hensel to hit that roll. In fact, said we're going to wrestle on our feet right now.
And now in on that shot is Gregory. He secures the takedown again, just quickly letting Hensel back up to the feet. Maybe Gregory watched that last matchup and says, I'll just elect to go with you on the feet.
Yeah, I think so, because both takedowns, his arm never came close to going around the waist.
And now Gregory up 4-2 here. 45 seconds remain in the first period. Wrestlers will work at distance. And you can see the size difference here. Gregory clearly smaller than Hensel, but has had no problem securing the takedowns here early in this match, up 6-3, already in on another. It'll be 8-4 now. Gregory, 20 seconds left in the first period. And such a heavy pace from Gregory. And Hensel is a bigger guy, maybe not as quite deep of a gas tank as Gregory might have as a smaller heavyweight. Up 8-4, and that'll be the end of this first period. Gregory on top early.
Yeah, Gregory very quick, getting some great single leg shots with some good setups. We'll see if Hensel's able to change things up a little bit here as he goes on top.
Hensel on top to begin the second period. Gregory immediately works back up to the feet and able to get the escape is Nate Gregory, now up 9-4, 8 seconds into the second period. And Gregory now in on a single leg, and he tried to work up to the body quickly to get some back points, but as you said, not continuing to ride on top as Hensel has that roll through and did it multiple times earlier today against Findlay. Gregory recognizing that and continuing to work at distance on the feet. Gregory up 11-5 here. Minute 20 remains in the second period. Gregory already in on that single and once again secures the takedown. Lets Hensel back up. 13-6 Gregory. And Gregory reshooting and re-attacking so well there. Up 15-7 now. And Don, you just see these takedowns from Gregory. A very encouraging sign as he's just displaying a great gas tank against Hensel.
Yes, certainly going in for the shots, and even when Hensel's able to get his hips down, Gregory can pull out quickly, and with Hensel.
And now looking for this fall is Nate Gregory. He's going to try to secure the position, and he gets it. Nate Gregory coming through and puts the Eagles up in victory 63-6. How about that? Nate Gregory doing something he did against St. Paris Graham, finishing the match off with a pin, finishing strong for the Eagles, 63-6. How'd you like that, Don?
Yeah, well, as I was saying before Nate hit that move, whenever Hensel was able to get his hips down on the mat and Gregory could not get in deep on the leg, Gregory would come out and go around him. But that time, he came out, as Hensel came up on his knees, Gregory was able to pancake him to the mat and secure the fall. So good finish by Gregory. Good round of wrestling for the Eagles. And we'll move on to next week and the state dual meet tournament here at St. Edward High School.
And as you allude to there, next weekend we will have that state dual tournament. It will be your Eagles of St. Edward. There are 7 other districts in the state of Ohio. All those teams will head here to compete, and one of those teams will be your Eagles. And it has been my absolute pleasure to bring you this match. I'm Cody Wagner here alongside Don Murphy. So long from the Eagles Nest.
We now move to 106 on that. Josh
Thank you. You'll be here. Yeah, I'll be here. If something comes up, I'll let you know, but for the most part, I should be here.